everyone. Hope you're having a fabulous day, because this is The Offensive, where you get to be as offensive as you want or / need to be. Today is the streamies. I know, I should be watching it right now, but I'm not, because I'm doing content for you buggers out there. So yeah, I just wish that, you know, streamies had like a genre of, you know, new overseas talent, i.e. me. That would be great, because, you know, I am Australian so I'm not American, and I would love to get that award with a little streamy, and I'd love to have that new overseas talent award. That would be fantastic. But moving on from me complaining about that to complaining about taking a knee. Oh yeah, I'm gonna complain about this. Reason. I am on the actual side of taking the knee as opposed to not taking the knee. Even though I'm Australian and I really probably don't have weight in this conversation because I am not American, but I will weigh in a little bit as an Australian weighing in on this situation. It is this. I don't like Trump. No one likes Trump. Everyone hates him. Okay? We get it. But taking a knee to diss your country and diss the flag for which it stands, as you guys in America say, you know, it's a bit, you love your country, you love where you live, you love where you come from. I do in Australia. I love where I come from. But in Australia, I don't love who I have as my Prime Minister. It's like shuffles like a deck of cards all the time, and sometimes we don't even get to vote for who the frick we have anymore. It's becoming a schmozzle in our own government. But with you guys with Trump, you had the vote right there in your hand. And what did you do? You voted for the biggest dickhead you could ever fucking get. And now you're all ashamed of him, and now you can't get rid of him like he's some sort of, well, sex virus, you know? Like, he's so bad. So, you know, like he's herpes or something. You just can't get rid of it. But seriously, you can't just go, oh, I hate my country now because I have the biggest dick as my, as our, president. You just can't say that. Oh no, you cannot. You can't say, you know, that I hate my country, you know. This is my land and this is your land from sea to sea because we are America, la la la, you know, and yes, that's your land. Yes, you come from America. You are a proud nation. But do not, like, I say take a knee to Trump, sure, but not, like, before the anthem. Before the American anthem. Like, seriously? You just, when your American anthem is playing, like this, you're supposed to put your hand on your heart and be happy and sing. Oh, say, can you sing by the dawn's early light? Yes, I'm an Australian and I know the words. Funny that. But you're supposed to, you know, be all like da 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 da. You know, really be happy about it. Like I do with my Australians, all let us rejoice. Like I gotta sing it because I'm proud of where I come from. I'm a proud Aussie and always will be. So take a knee before, but then show how proud you are to be an American. Show how proud you are to be this, because despite Trump being an absolute asshole and making the rest of you Americans looking like crap, you know, be proud of the nation you come from. But if you are not proud, like some of the, how can I put it without sounding terrible? The Black American community. Some of the Black American community do not agree with what's going on, you know. Your African Americans are going, but our African American bros are being shot in the street by coppers, and the coppers are being paid off. There you go, here's your money, now go away, you know. Like, and I agree that the whole schmozzle thing with cops in America, I'm an Australian and I don't find that funny at all. I don't find that nice, and I think that the way that the cops cover up everything is disgusting. And the fact that some cops aren't being arrested for killing a black man. Sometimes a black man's not doing anything. Maybe the black man who in question who gets killed probably has a record. Sure, but at that time, was that man doing anything? Or were you just getting him because he had a record, because he did things beforehand? You know, there's a difference between getting someone in the way of crime and getting someone because they're just there and they happen to have a record as long as your arm, you know, like, there's a difference, you know. And if they're not doing anything and they're trying to pick up their life, but you shoot them, kill them, strangle them anyway, like, that's not fun. That's murder. That's straight up murder, and I don't agree with that. So I agree with taking a knee, but not during your anthem, not during the American allegiance, not during the American anthem. Do it at a time where it's appropriate. Don't do it during the anthem because it's not right. But I do believe in taking a knee, so I will take a knee right now for you. Okay, here you go, America. I'm doing this for you. And I'm taking a knee right now. I am on my knee on my bed. And I've got my other knee right here, and I'm taking a knee, okay? So, because the NFL quarterback decided to take a knee one day, I'm taking a knee for that. But not during an anthem, not during the American allegiance, not during anything like that. But be proud of your country, America. Like, you have a really good country, you know, that, you know, is vast, plentiful, and very privileged to be, you know, a first world country. And the fact that some of you are taking that for granted is a bit wrong, considering a lot of people kill literally to get to your country. And that's the other thing with Trump at the moment and his stupid freaking laws with the old immigration. Oh God, if I could shoot Trump, I really would. But you can't, because assassination puts you in jail. You know, just ask everybody else who's been in jail for assassinating someone or other. Yeah, or you get shot being transported to your jail cell. Yeah, that happens. So, you know, I'm not a big fan of that. But, you know, we all agree Donald Trump is spearing on also North Korea and is spewing hate fuel towards North Korea, and North Korea is taking that in as, oh, that's war, let's do it, you know, let's kill him, you know, and it's not fun either. And Donald Trump should learn to shut his big fat gob, to be quite honest. For all you playing at home, gob in Australia means your mouth. Gob, it's your gob right here, your mouth. So he should shut his big fat mouth. He's so stupid. I don't even know why he's a president. It's just like I'm watching some sort of sick movie that decided to put Donald Trump as the character lead of president just for fun, and it's not fun. It's stupid. He's the worst president. Like, you got your Trump and then you got your Bush. Yeah, you not old Bush but new Bush. He's, you know, Bush Jr. Yeah, Bush Jr. You got Trump and Bush Jr. But Bush Jr. we thought was first. Oh no. Trump is now first for the most goofiest motherfucker out there as president. So what? So this is me on the offensive. I had to come in front of the camera today because I really need to express what I felt, what I need to know, and this is how I feel. So I've taken a knee, but don't do it during your anthems. Be proud of where you come from. Be proud of who you are, what you are. But for the African American folk, I understand where you're coming from. I might be a white person, but don't really think I understand the core belief, but I do understand the lying problem. Because I won't sit there and say, oh, I understand fully. I don't understand fully because I am white. See-through white, if you can see. But I will say your core belief, I believe, like, I get it, but I understand the top, but I don't understand, like, everything. So I'm not going to sit there and pretend, oh God, I understand, but I do understand your feelings behind it. So African American people, like, I understand that your nation is doing you wrong, and there are a lot of bad things at the moment, and how racism and persecution of being in racism at the moment is a big, horrible thing. I understand. I understand that one, and I am with you 100%. But if your boy or your homie or whoever, your friend, neighbor, whatever, is committing a crime, it's not as if they deserve it, but at the same time they should be committing crime to be in that position. But if a person is innocent, even though they've had, as I said, a criminal record as long as their arm, you know, in there not doing anything, and then just maybe walking their kids to the park, they're taking their kids to a game. Sure, I don't believe that they should use strong force, you know, when those things happen, especially when that man, I can't remember his name, I'm so sorry, that African American man got strangled, this big hulking man who, sure, might have had arrest things on his record or whatever. They strangled him to death in front of his 13-year-old child, which I thought was really, really wrong at the time, and still do think that. And he wasn't doing anything wrong, and they just picked a black guy out of the crowd and said that one, and then full strangled him. And what was really sad was one of them was an African American police officer. So, you know, it's not right in this day and age that we have this going on, and I think it's rather disgusting and appalling of all these police officers from all different states to do this, especially the states that are heavily into being more white than African American, which I know are out there, and because we have it here in Australia, I'm not gonna lie, but seriously, it's not fair, and it's not nice, and we're all human. As I've said before on my gay agendas, the same thing comes with just race and also gender problems and sexual orientation problems. It all is the same. We're all fucking human. Get along with other people in the human race. They might be different to you, but you know what? You don't have to be friends with them, but you at least have to treat people with a little bit of dignity. You know, you like being treated with a bit of dignity? Treat everyone with a bit of fucking dignity, okay? Like, fucking deal with it. You know, we all have to live on this planet, and it's not pleasant at times, as we all know. But we just have to fucking move and live together, and you know, have to bustle in streets with each other, and talk with each other, and get on trains with each other, and ride cars with each other, and buses, and oh, it's all there. So, yeah, I get it, but get along, everyone. Stop hurting one another. Stop treating everyone with disrespect just because of the color of their skin. Just because of maybe being bad in the past doesn't mean they're going to be bad in the future. Like, you don't know if someone's going to either turn themselves around or become badder again. But if they're not doing anything bad while they're like out and they're just taking their kids to the park, or they're taking their kids for an ice cream or something, and you just see them anyway being out, and you just kill them for just walking around in the neighborhood, you know, like, does my head in. Anyway, I know, but I can't really speak for America because I am Australian and I don't live in America, but I'm just saying, this is what I was kind of angry at, is just seeing everything, and this whole take a knee thing was just be proud of your nation, where you come from, and if you want to make this nation great again, as Donald Trump says, we're gonna make this country great again, I suggest punting Trump out. That's one. Try and find out try and do some research on this motherfucker to get him impeached. That would be fantastic, you know, Bill Clinton style. Two, the other thing is that make this country great again in your own ways. Try and make things better. Make the police officers feel as though they actually are targeting black people and maybe Latino people, probably, you know, all the other races as well, and not white. I've seen something like on YouTube firsthand where someone has been pulled up and they're a white person with a black person, and because they were with a black person, they were questioned at full length why were they with a black person, and the black person got absolutely like, what are you doing in the car, boy? What are you doing, boy? And it was very, very racist, and I wasn't a fan. So I think American police officers should really look at themselves, take a hard look, and say, are you for the people or you are for yourself? Because if you're for yourself, you are probably a racist and everything else. You're meant to be a police officer to serve and protect the community, like whatever community you're based in. And I feel that sometimes the police officers do not do that. I feel the police officers are just real big jerks, and I am not a fan. So, you know, it's not fair, you know? So in order to get things better and better the American people, we should better our police officers and actually screen them for racism, and find a way we can screen everyone for racism to know that they can serve the community without prejudice, without that, you know, rose-colored glasses and all, and maybe see in different colors and be able to serve the community in those colors. And I know they think that hiring an ethnically diverse police office for every area might seem like the go, because they did it here in Australia, and they have certain officers in different areas of where different ethnic groups are. For example, in our Chinatown we have Asian officers and so forth and so on. But I feel that sometimes that's not the way either, because they feel that being trespassed and feel like they're being they just feel being traded upon. It's not right. So maybe that might be a thing, but just try and make it so that everyone is happy with who they've got as their police officer, and that they're not using too much harm. So I feel that in Australia we have police officers and they don't use so much harm, like so much have somebody in that. I'm not a fan of the police officers in Australia, to be quite honest. I'm not a huge fan of them all. I wish they would die, but that's just my opinion. Though I know I've been in trouble with the law before, because I don't like I do not agree with her stuff. She's very Donald Trump-ish. She's like our Donald Trump, and she kind of looks like, with all that red hair, she kind of looks like Ronald McDonald in a way. And she used to serve chips, which is even funnier. Yeah, I get it, America, in that sort of sense. But I am Australian after all, and that's my 2 cents for the day. So I'm just going to talk about that today. I'm not talking about anything else. That's anything I'm kind of mad about this week. And I hope you guys really love what I've talked about today. If you have maybe want to put in your 2 cents, comment below. That is always welcome. Go into my Twitter, my Facebook, my Instagram, my Tumblr, my Google Plus. Anything that you see that I have links for, you can come talk to me about it. Or if I'm playing a video game at some point on Xbox, you can probably just inbox me there, or inbox me while I'm talking. I can talk to you while I'm playing a game, and I'm happy to do that with anybody. I've said that before. So yeah, I hope you guys are having a good day, a good everything, and I hope to see you guys next time. And until then, hope you guys can be as offensive as you want or need to be. And I'll see you next time. Bye. Wah!